You was obviously in a real severe accident, right?
Yeah,
And it caused you to be paralyzed from what, the waist down?
waist down.
Let's talk about that. Like, what was that? First off, what happened?
Um, I had just graduated from high school, 2007. Had a football scholarship to play football at Fort Valley State. Um, Went down there for like a semester, and me and my friends, homeboys, came back home. We decided to go to UGA to a AKA party, and one of my homeboys, um, he had a scholarship to play football at UGA as well, Nealon. So all of us just decided to come. Everybody came back home for that weekend to celebrate one of our passing homeboys named John Keith. He had passed on January the 20th, 2007. But that following year, on January 2020, we all decided to go to UGA and just celebrate his life. And on the way back, that's when I had an accident. It was 7 people in a Tahoe. Um, Somehow we had a car accident and I got ejected from the car. And once I woke up, I was on the ground. Like, didn't really know what happened or how I got there. Once I woke up, all my friends was like, everything gonna be all right. Like, just telling me the ambulance is on the way. And
Who was driving?
a guy, one of my homeboys named Nealon, who was driving.
So, do you ever feel any resentment towards him?
Now, like, when it first happened, in my mind, like, my back is just messed up. Like, I didn't know that I was paralyzed.
You could feel the pain though?
I couldn't feel nothing. Like, I couldn't even, on the ground, I couldn't even feel, like, my legs. But I'm thinking in my mind, I'm finna go have surgery at the hospital, and everything gonna be back good. And so once I was in the hospital, they were coming, like, the doctor was coming in saying, like, I'm gonna have surgery. In my mind, I'm thinking, like, I'm finna have surgery, I'm gonna get back up walking, and everything gonna be good. But once I had surgery, they sent my mom in to tell me that I was paralyzed, that I wouldn't be able to walk again. So that's how that news broke of being paralyzed from the waist down.
What you have felt like? What that was like? When you got that news, like, what did it feel like?
Really blanked out, really, because I didn't know what my life was finna be like being paralyzed. Because I never knew nothing about being paralyzed or not being able to walk. So I never had like a backup plan of like what I'm not gonna do playing football. So once they told me that, like, I stopped eating, like, stopped talking. So it was just a lot going on at the moment that I really couldn't even process. So I just really had a good supporting system. They came in and just helped me through those rough times. Because once they came and told me I had to stay at the hospital for another week, and then that's when they shipped me to Shepherd Center. So that's when I started doing rehab, like learning how to bathe myself, use the bathroom, transfer out the bed, transfer in my chair, like put my clothes on. Like, all that stuff I had to relearn because I still wanted to be independent and keep going. So through that whole process, I went to the Shepherd Center on January the 27th. I got out March the 3rd.
And what you saying, a Shepherd Center?
Shepherd Center.
What's that?
It's like a rehab center for like people that's dealing with spinal cord, brain injuries. So I actually play wheelchair basketball there as well.
Yeah.
But during that process, it really just teach you how to live with this injury that I have.
Let's go back a little bit. So, was anybody else injured as bad as you was?
I was sitting in the car. I was behind the passenger seat, and the guy that was in front of me, he had like brain. It really didn't affect his brain, but he just had to make some more injury as well. But we was the only 2 that had like major injuries, but everybody else wasn't.
You still communicate with any of them?
Yeah, like everybody's still cool. Like, I feel like the driver, he felt like it was his fault, but he had to hear me say like it was all God doing. But I don't know how he actually just still feel about it. But we did have a conversation with like it wasn't your fault. Like, it just happened. And I hope he still feel like it ain't his fault. But you never know what people like have going on in their mind. But I still wanted to ensure to him, like, it was just God willing, really.
I mean, how you think that affect him mentally on his day-to-day life?
It probably affected him. Because seeing like his homeboy not being able to pursue his dream. Because we all had that dream of like being football stars and doing what we want to do, move like we want to move. And him seeing me, like, I'm sure it affected him, but me keep going and showing him that even though I'm in the wheelchair, it won't stop me. I think that give him motivation to realize, like, it still ain't stopping him that we had that accident.
Yeah.
So, but it's a lot, I think, on him because he was driving. Like, I think I'd feel the same way if I was driving and one of my homeboys got serious injury like that.
The guy who got the brain damage, what's his situation currently today?
He's still good. He's still moving around, like, got a family, married, got kids. So he's still living his day-to-day life. Like, I don't know, like, physically and mentally how he moved, but when I see him, he's still in good spirits. So
Yeah.
I don't think it just affected him in that way.
But he had surgery, brain surgery?
I don't know if he had surgery, but it just really just affected him. But I don't know the ins and outs about it, like what really happened
Gotcha.
during that time. Because when I was in that stage, I was trying to, like, rehab myself back into the world of accepting what I had going on.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so boom, that the accident happened. You go to rehab. You start living your new life. What was like we always hear about I'm doing good now. I overcame. That's good, right? But them depressing moments where you just, I don't want to be here no more. And the only reason I'm going straight there is because it's people in less fortunate situations, or more fortunate situations, I'm sorry, that think like that anyway.
Gotcha.
People who can still walk, who like, I don't want to be here no more. So I want to know, like, what's that like for you in the dark moments?
Yeah. So it really, like, having people surround you with, like, good spirit. Like, I know I had dark days and, like, allowing yourself to cry, like, just letting it out, because you gonna get to that stage where you feel like it's no help. Like, I had days when I want to get up, don't even want to sit in the chair, but I still had to feel like, man, I got to keep going, and just feeling like you got the will to do it, and God won't place you here and won't put too much on you that you can't bear. And once I do get in those dark space, I don't really avoid people, but I don't let people see that vulnerability as much, because I want to be like that spirit and that person to motivate and inspire people. But so when I'm at home and I do feel like, man, I don't want to do this anymore, and it's let me say, it's a lot of those days. But if you stay stuck in those days, man, it'll just continue on in a cycle of being uncertain about yourself, not want to get out. So I try myself to focus through it and just realize I got something to live for. That would make me get out of those dark days.
Like, what's the darkest it's gotten for you?
Like, I never wanted to, like, kill myself or nothing like that. But I don't got to the age where I'm like, man, like, why? And I'm asking why, but I want to go deeper than why. Like why did it happen to me? But how did I end up in this? Like, I'm doing everything right. I ain't never been like, I'm a bad kid growing up, but I ain't did no worse to make me feel like I deserve what I'm going through. And so the darkest is just not wanting to live, but not understanding why I got to go through this situation. And it took me a while to just, like, realize why I'm going through it.
Do you feel like you understand why you're going through it now?
Yeah.
Why?
I just feel like I'm here to inspire and to just motivate other people to get through their day. Because me, The way I look at it like that, I had like two close people that died in car accidents. Like when I was in the ninth grade, my older cousin in a car accident passed away. He was a football star. Then like a year before my accident, on the same day, my best friend in a car accident, and he died. And on the following year, I have a car accident. Like it got to be a reason why I'm still here. And that right there helped me motivate myself to like get up and keep going. And even on them days where I don't want to do it, I still fight through it and do it anyway because I know I'm here for a reason.
So knowing that you're here for a reason, how much of that understanding play into your purpose, or what you think your purpose may be?
How much planning that take?
Nah, how does it play into what you think your purpose may be on this earth?
Try to be intentional, like on my day-to-day life. Like try to be intentional of like inspiring people. Even though like we said earlier, like having those dark days, I still got to reach back and be like, man, I know it's in a dark day, but God kept me here for a reason. So let me be intentional of like to keep going, to inspire someone else. Cause I know I'm gonna get through it regardless. Cause like having an accident and not knowing, like I was 18 when I had the accident. Like I still feel like, man, I'm supposed to be running around, doing what I want to do, playing football. Like that right there what that hurt the most instead of those dark days. Cause on dark days I know it ain't gonna last long. And I know I'm gonna get through it.
So on a scale of 1 through 10, how mad have you been at God because of this?
When I first got injured, probably like a 8, 9. I didn't understand why.
I think I would have been at 10.
I didn't understand why, man. Cause that was my biggest question. Like, why did it happen to me? Even though I'm trying to do everything right, trying to live right, like trying to go to school, trying to play football. Like I had the scholarship and didn't even know I had it. Like on signing day, the coach from Fort Valley called and like called the head coach and like, is he gonna sign? And that's when I went on the signing day and just signed to go to play football at Fort Valley. Like stuff like that make me feel like why did it happen to me? When you putting things in my life that helped me elevate my life, but then something like this happened.
Does this make you rethink if God is even real?
Um,
Have it ever?
I don't think I reconsider like is he real? I just have questions for him that I always wanted him to answer, but I ain't really get the answer when I was asking it. And then so that's when I realized like, is that my purpose? Like, is that the answer to my questions? Like motivating and inspiring people? Like, is that the answer to my why it happened to me? He may want to like use this wheelchair because I'm still moving around, but I'm just moving through the world different. So that's why I feel like that was my answer to like why it actually happened to me.
Yeah. You actually had a chance, and correct me if I'm wrong. I know we talked a couple years ago where you had a chance to go through some rehab or I don't know if it was a procedure or rehab that we talked about. And I asked you why you hadn't done it because it was a small possibility that you could walk again. Can you go back and re-answer that question for me? Why didn't you do that other part that would have been, a little bit extensive to see how, if you could ever walk again?
Yeah. So I think what you were talking about, they have like, it's not crutches, but like things that you can put on your leg and it'll lock your leg out, and you can stand up doing with a walker. I think that's what we discussed. So I did do it for a couple months, but it wasn't natural to me. So it's not like I'm actually moving, and it takes a lot of energy as well. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I don't got to hang up this wheelchair. So I'm like, I can try it for therapy to see will it work, but if I can move around this wheelchair, I'd rather just move around this wheelchair and do my day-to-day like that because it's more efficient like in this wheelchair. And I feel like if he want me to walk again, I'm going to walk again. Like in my mind today, I will walk again, but I got to do what he told me to do first. Well, not what he told me to do, what my purpose is, to inspire and motivate. So I feel like after I get done, continue on that journey, I will walk again.
So what was the actual injury? Was it to your? Obviously, it was to your spinal cord, but like, do you know exactly what was
A T7, my T7 vertebrae was broken.
broken?
And so, like, I got rods in my back on my spine to keep me moving around, to make me operate. So when I was in the hospital, I'm thinking like they finna go in there and fix my spine, and I'm finna get up and start walking around, running around again. But I got rods in it right now.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you don't want to talk to nobody because they just don't understand?
Not that I want to talk to nobody. I like being alone a lot.
Right.
Not because I'm ashamed or what I'm dealing with. It just helped me think. Like sometimes I had to like realize and just sit back and just get my mind together. Cause like some days, man, it can get overwhelmed when people like you motivate them and you inspire them. And it's like some days I feel like, man, what I'm doing to inspire you. Sometimes I had to question myself, but 'cause everybody see me through another lens than I see myself sometimes. And I feel like I'm being hard on myself, but at the same time, I really got to see what people see in me.
And what that look like sometimes?
Well, from my lens,
Yeah.
lazy, procrastinating, like.
You think niggas see you as lazy?
No, I'm saying out of my view sometimes. Even though people say I'm motivating and inspiring them, like the way I look at myself, sometimes I be like, man. Sometimes I'm lazy, like sometimes I'm procrastinating to do stuff, but that give me motivation though when people see me at a different lens, cause it make me motivated to keep me going. Yeah. Even though they don't have no bad days and I'm smiling and jolly, when people come up to say like, you motivated me, you inspired me to keep going. Even though when they don't know me, like when I be at work, people come up like, you doing good. I like to see you here. So that's like things like that really motivate me to keep going as well. I feel pretty good about myself, but you know, with feelings, they fluctuate. Like some days feel good, some days feeling another way. But at this moment right now, doing this interview with you, I feel good about myself.